All right, guys. Yeah, hello over there. Yeah, welcome to our page, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. Yeah, I greet you at your location time. Yeah, this is new update. This is new update on Bola Tinubu, Chicago State University certificate. So we want to bring you the new update that is going on. Now the news just reached us, so we say we should share it to you guys. So happy Thursday over here. We are Thursday evening, so happy Thursday. So I hope everything is going good on your side. So you are welcome to the page Timo Starboy Channel Blogs on Facebook, on YouTube Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV, on our Twitter at Timothy Oladipo 1. So join us in one of those page. So we will enlighten you on what is going on around Nigeria. So before I dive to the today's program, I just like to say to you guys that two of our pages, our strong pages, they bring it down. Two of our page on Facebook, they struck it down. So it is very, very sad, and that is why I switched to another page, because I have a multiple page, so of which they don't know. So if they block this one, we will go another way. So our program will never be stopped. They can never stop us. We will still saying the truth and nothing but the truth, because we are saying the truth. That's why they struck out our pages. They bring it down. They will never bring our hope. They will never bring our power down. So we are still continue struggling, and we shall win. Definitely we shall win by the grace of God, Almighty God. We will win. So thank you. Let me read the name. Justice Data Amenu. You are welcome to the platform. If this is your first time, please share our program. Share. God will bless you abundantly. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So let me dive to this our today's program, today's video. So I will show you the video of what is going on at the tribunal. Not tribunal. Tribunal is over, but what Atiku has requested for from the Chicago State University, he has got it. He has got the certificate, and now the case just begin. Like I told you, maybe last week, I told you this is the beginning of the case, and this is the final. This is how we will know the truth of our judiciary in Nigeria, because they've been siding one side. They've been biased, and they never give justice. They render the judgment, but they never give justice that we are expecting. So it is now they will sit tight and do the amendment and do the needful and do what is right into the Nigeria people. So anyhow, it plays up. I know the truth must prevail. The truth must prevail. That is for sure. So forget about this politician, corrupting politician. Oh, my battery is low, so let me quickly charge it. I'm sorry, I have a battery less battery now. So before it goes down, let me just charge it. Let me charge it. Yeah, I don't want them to stop this program. Yeah. Sorry guys. Sorry for this technical and made something. So please continue enjoying our show. You are the biggest fan we have here, So please continue. Still watching and still contributing to our ministry over here, Please share. That is what we can gain from you. Share our program. Let it go around. Let it go viral. So anyhow, so let me just, because I've plugged the charger, so I think this one will be due. It should not fumble, it should not disappoint us. So we will do the program By the grace of God, by the power of Almighty, we will do it. So I want to show you the video. So let's continue with this video, so it will make sense. And whenever it makes sense to you, please share and love. Share and love. Because if you don't love it, they will still bring our page down. They will still struck it down like they did to that 2 pages. That 2 pages is so powerful, you know. It is where I do my program, but I cannot open it. I don't know what they are talking about. They say I should provide my identity, and I've done so, but they never still release it. I don't know why. Maybe that is the problem of our government in social media. So I don't know for that one, you know. So that is their own cup of tea. So we will do our program anyhow. We will do it because I have so much channel. I have so much pages. You know, it's invisible for them to see. So if they block this one, we will come out in another way. You know, that's how we use our own power to, you know, to overcome them, because they are devilish. They are devil people. They don't want us to be talking the truth. They don't want us to express our feeling. They only want to shut us up, you know. They want to gag us, and it can never happen. It can never happen. We are the freedom fighter, you know. We are the freedom fighter, and we must fight for our right. It's under constitution. We must fight for our right. They can never gag us. They can never shut up off, you know. So we can never be silent. So we will say what is on our mind. That is for sure. So let me play you this video. Let me play you. Yeah, it's very interesting video. I just got it, so I say I should let you know so that you can have the benefit. Please share our program. Let other people have the benefit, and let the Facebook recommend us to other people to see our program. It's very, very marvelous program. So you can join your colleagues, your friends, you know, any people that related to you. Call them to come and visit our program, Timo Starboy Channel Blogs. So let's go. This is the video. I hope my Bluetooth is on. Okay, it's intact. Okay, let's go. Oh, internet again. Okay.
There's an African proverb that says you can't cover a pregnancy, which loosely translates to you can't cover the truth. The truth will always prevail. Going by what happened in the U.S. District Court in Chicago, Bola Tinubu has reached the end. The truth has prevailed. The Chicago State University attorney disowned the certificate he submitted to INEC in front of a judge. Let's hear him.
Welcome, Williams. You are welcome to the platform, Williams.
June 22nd,
if it is your first time, please share our program.
Diploma that President Tinubu submitted into evidence in Nigeria.
Thank you for watching.
To the, whatever that election agency.
Thank you for watching us.
My client is that authentic? My client's going to say, we don't know.
Let me bring it back a little bit. Let's start from the beginning, so that you can be understandable.
There's an African proverb that says you can't cover a pregnancy, which loosely translates to you can't cover the truth. The truth will always prevail. Going by what happened in the U.S. District Court in Chicago, Bola Tinubu has reached the end. The truth has prevailed. The Chicago State University attorney disowned the certificate he submitted to INEC in front of a judge. Let's hear him.
If a deposition is compelled of my client here, and the issue is, was the June 22nd, 1997 diploma that President Tinubu submitted into evidence in Nigeria or offered to the, whatever that election agency there is. My client is that authentic? My client's going to say, we don't know.
We don't know.
He said, we don't know, that his client, in this case, Chicago State University, cannot answer yes or no if the court orders a subpoena. That if the court eventually orders them to answer questions that Atiku's lawyer want to ask them, that they cannot answer yes or no. He also made several references to 1997 instead of 1979.
This is fantastic.
Maybe it's because it was found that one of the signatories in the certificate that Tinubu submitted actually worked in Chicago State University in the 90s.
It's a fraud.
So the person couldn't have signed a certificate that was issued 20 years earlier. That's time travel. It's not possible. And to understand how the judge will decide on this matter, look.
Sorry, we are having a technical glitch. We are having a internet problem here.
The question he asked in open court. Does it mean that Tinubu has a certificate that no one can say where he got it from? Atiku's lawyer quickly jumped and responded, yes, Your
Sorry.
Honor. It can't get better than this. All along, the defense line
Our
from
internet is
Tinubu
not
and
stable.
Co has
Sorry,
always
guys.
been that the university
Sorry
wrote
for that.
and replied them that Bola Tinubu attended and graduated from the university. That's not the problem. You can replicate this with any university. You can ask University of Lagos or University of Nigeria if any person graduated from their university. Just get the first name and the last name correct. The answer will always be in the positive. But when you ask the gender, the complexion, the height, and many other questions about the particulars of the person that attended the university, you will get the correct answer. That's exactly what Atiku is doing. You already know the backstory. For those who keep asking, why will a US court decide what will happen in Nigeria? They are not actually deciding what will happen in Nigeria. The judge will decide what will happen in Chicago State University, whether they will give the documents to Atiku. And some also ask, why is Atiku challenging Tinubu in a US court? It is because the Nigerian constitution says that anyone who submits a forged certificate while seeking for an elective position must be disqualified. And from day one, it was suspected that the certificate that Tinubu submitted to INEC while filing his particulars for the election was forged. Because one Nigerian lawyer already got the original certificate from Chicago State University under subpoena. So they made the comparison and found out that it was quite different. And today, Chicago State University attorney just confirmed to the court that they do not know where the certificate came from, that it didn't come from them.
You see
when
liars.
He's using words like, we can't answer yes or no,
You see
we
liars.
don't know where it came from. He's just avoiding using the word forgery.
You
of
see
course,
forgery.
the judge can see beyond
You see
that,
scamming.
going by the question he asked in open court. So you can understand why Atiku is in US fighting to get this information. If he submitted a certificate from a Nigerian university, the whole fight would have been in Nigeria.
Oh yeah, there we go.
In the beginning, many people were quick to accuse Chicago State University of cover-up. But from what the attorney said today, you can understand that no one is willing to take a hit for anyone. Because they have seen far ahead that this might lead to a criminal investigation. And if anyone is found to have forged something or inserted any information for anyone into the records of the university, and imagine the damage it will cause to the person's career and the reputation of the school. So it's better they come clean and say, hey, we don't know this, because there's no defense. This certificate is quite different from the one they issued under subpoena.
This is a
they
serious
can't go back on
implication.
that. There's no way, because
Serious
they
one.
complied with the subpoena. Now that they have known the whole story, they cannot change again and say this was this, this was that.
Exactly.
So Atiku's approach is the right approach to get all the information. Let's know the truth. Anyone, no matter which side you are on, no matter your political leanings, you cannot in good conscience be against someone who wants to know the truth. If anyone is against what is happening, that means something else is the problem. Something else is at play that we don't know. Because the country should be built on the truth. If people in high places are able to lie their way to power, what will happen to followers? What will happen to the common man? That means the common man will commit wars.
Even the children.
Because they've been motivated by their leaders. They say lead by example. So whatever lifestyle, whatever moral authority, whatever thing a leader does, the followers will have all the right in the world to emulate them.
What kind of a legacy they want to leave behind? What kind of a legacy they want to leave for our kids?
There's one other document that is part of the whole that Chicago State University delivered to the Nigerian lawyer under subpoena. Before we say that, democracy remains the best form of government.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Democracy works in massive countries like India with more than 1 billion population. Despite their huge population, they're still able to conduct acceptable, free and fair elections. Why can't a small Nigeria do the same?
I don't know. Sorry, guys. Sorry guys, hold on a minute.
There's an African proverb that says you can't cover a pregnancy.
Okay, so let me give you another video. Let me give you another video that pertaining to this one that we are playing now. So this one is okay. It's about the case. And let's go. Okay. Why is it not playing?
The law keep on developing, and the court, like in law, we say that whatever is the pronouncement of the court is what is the law. But then everybody looks up to the court as the last hope of the common man. It's a temple of justice, and even the judges who are the members of the bench, and even the lawyers who are equally members of the bar, we're all members of, we are all, in the temple of justice. We are ministers. But especially those of the judges, they are seen as they should be above board, because they are looked upon, as arbiters. And when they come out to give judgment, they should only look at the facts of the matter, look at the evidence adduced, and then arrive at their judgment. And that's why most times when you see a judgment of a court, there are rules, there are things you need to identify, what we call the obiter. The obiter dictum is what actually informed the court to arrive at their decision, or the stare decisis. But these things we are lacking in that judgment, because looking at what I saw in the court that day, says it, you saw there's issues that need to be addressed. When you talk about evidence, the court was even appearing as if they were aligning with the respondent, whether they were taking side. The way they reacted whenever there's an issue that concerns the respondent, they were there as if they were praising the respondents. But when it concerns the petitioners, which my party is one of them, PDP, they reacted vehemently, with anger, as if there was even one of the judges were saying, do we expect them, the court, to manufacture evidence? But I saw during the proceedings, there was overwhelming evidence that were tendered by my party and even the Labour Party, even concerning qualification. The respondent was not even qualified ab initio from what the evidence tendered by my own party, showing that the forgery, the certificate forgery that was there, even the matter is still pending in a court in America, showing that there was forfeiture, drug forfeiture, money laundering, that involved drug. And then I saw the court. The court supposed to be a court, like I say, a temple of justice. Fair so they would have, even if they don't want to, rule on it, but they should have stood up to condemn that fact that somebody that is going to be a president of Nigeria would have had a case in court in America concerning or involving drug proceeds, and he was indicted and he forfeited that money. They were saying, like some of them were saying, it was not a criminal matter, whether civil or criminal. But at the end of the day, there was forfeiture. And in law, that's what we call plea bargain. When you forfeit something, you're trying to secure your case. Secure your freedom, and you have to forfeit something. The court would have risen up to condemn that particular act, even if at the end of the day they're talking about transmission. I saw when the court was even saying that INEC has the right to transmit or collect results in any manner they want, which is not in order.
That is
because
not good.
The Electoral Act was amended in 2020.
That is ridiculous.
And the innovation of that amendment of that act was that inclusion
they promised
of the electronic
us
system of
and they
voting
the
and
promise.
Transmission of results. And that was why the federal government spent billions of naira, even procuring. The INEC was giving so much money to procure the beavers machine. What would have been the essence of the need of bringing beavers? Because the beaver was to capture the voter, accredit the voter, and then capture that voter and the vote after the result has been collected. You capture the result and transmit it to the area of INEC. Then at the end of the day, INEC said that there was a glitch, they did not transmit. And that burden of proof should have rested upon them to prove beyond reasonable doubt why that glitch. So we expected the court, and even Nigerians expected that court to rise up and say, no, we must strengthen our democracy. And that democracy, why should we? Because the importance in the past, there was that, anomaly when we collect results manually. There were people who can manipulate the results, because if you collect it from the polling unit, before you get to either local government collection center or maybe finally to the
welcome to the platform, Kevin. Please share our progress.
Some figures in there, just like what happened. We tendered documents, and even Labour Party tendered documents from INEC.
This is very
interesting.
Most
of the result sheets were blocked. No figures were seen. Even the ones that were seen, they saw them Tipexing them. There were Tipex on them, like in River State.
Even
these are things that happened and occurred, that took place in that election. We expected the court to condemn it, so that our younger generations who are coming up tomorrow, the future generation, can have confidence in both in INEC, both in the judicial system. Because if you don't do anything, you say the INEC has a right to transmit. You are finished. The Nigeria is finished.
That is a criminal way.
About that. You talk about
that's a criminality.
Okay, INEC made promises. They said they were going to transmit. They said they were going to, and they failed in those their promises. Those are things we expected that they will rule on it. Then coming to that 25% of the FCT is a constitutional matter.
Yeah.
And court supposed to be a court of legal direction. In order to develop and more of our law.
Yeah.
You are talking about the constitution. There's provision in section 134, which provided for FCT, but he said that for you to be, announced as a winner of a presidential election, that you must secure 25% in at least 2/3 of all the 36 states.
36 states now, not 37.
And that conjunctive one and FCT. That makes it mandated. But the judges, the court now ruled and was even taking FCT to be like one of the states of the federation, making it 37 states, which, as far as I'm concerned, was in error. Because there's rules of interpretation in law. We have the rules we call the literary rule. That's, you have to interpret literally whatever word you see in that constitution. We have what we call the golden rule. The court has to use golden rule. But the final one is the mischievous rule, the mischief rule. You use the mischief rule to know what is the intent of the drafters of the constitution. Because the members of the National Assembly, the legislative, and when they make laws, we were not there. You didn't know what they want to cure. There must be a defect they want to cure. But when you want to read the constitution, the law says you read it, what we call community reading. Go to section 1 of the constitution. It provided that Nigeria should be a federation consisting of states and the FCT, the Federal Capital Territory. This is in section 1. That Nigeria should be a federation consisting of states and the FCT.
Yeah.
So when you are not talking about making FCT a part of state, he did not. And he went further. Even if you go further, there's a place he provided in the constitution that provided about the 36 states, even defined them and made them. There was schedule. There's a schedule for 36 states. And he came to local government. He brought 774 local government and defined them. So there's no place he defined FCT as a state.
Yeah.
So when you're reading, you do what we call community reading. Not only that section 134, you now said the FCT is now regarded as a state. Because there's no governor in FCT. There's no senator in it's only one senator. There's not three senators in FCT. So all these things, we have looked at them. As far as I'm concerned, the court of first instance has pronounced, given a judgment. But one good thing and one beautiful thing that we still have a window, that there's still a door open for appeal. Which
for
is
amendment.
to appeal to Supreme Court, which is the highest court of the land.
Yeah.
And why it is important that Supreme Court, apart from adjudicating in matters and ruling on cases, they are a court of legal direction. They direct. And when they direct that this is the law, it becomes the law.
Yeah.
So that's why we are saying that the justices, eminent jurists, they did well. They did their best, because human beings, we are all human beings. Anybody is
they make error,
mistake and whatever. But I know why we are talking about this. Democracy is, defines the will of the people. That's why he said it's a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So when you are talking about democracy, you look at the mindset, the mood of this nation, the mood of the people. Nigerians say that election that occurred or took place in 25th February 2023 was undermined, was rigged, was manipulated. That it is clear. Even the foreign observers, they
condemn it.
What do you call it? United European Union came up with their report, and they were so vehement in condemning that election was not done properly well. And the people came and was reacting, condemning European Union. But these same European Union people who support Nigeria, both in our election, they provide funds, even in other NDS, activities. They still have to assist Nigeria, and they provide funds. And these are people you brought as foreign observers with our local observers. They came up with a report, a well-detailed report, telling us that election was undermined, was manipulated, and you are trying to jettison this. It's not good. You need to look at something that is going to bring for a future generation, leave a legacy for our younger generation. That's what I'm telling you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Now, looking at the PDP, of course, the PDP has acquired the certified copy of the judgment.
Okay.
The next thing now is the appeal.
Okay.
What's going forward? What is the next step? What is the next thing? What do you have to tell Nigerians going forward?
Thank you so much. Like we said, it is a court process and procedure. The procedure is that after a court of first instance give judgment, you have a limited time, a time limit for you to apply to Supreme Court or a higher court, an appellate court, and you have to transmit all your processes and notice of appeal. So my party PDP have actually taken action. We are moving to even the presidential candidate have directed our legal team, and even the party have equally directed our legal team. All those processes are being taken care of. We are moving to the Supreme Court. We are transmitting all our documents and every document we need to rely upon, and equally the certified true copy of the judgment is part of it, and I know Labour is equally doing the same. But one thing I want to commend Nigerians and then the youth importantly is that Nigerians have seen it. They are more civilized. Nigerians are a civilized society.
We are civilized.
And because people used to
just pretending too much.
They are interested in their matter because they
are so much pretending.
Leader of Eastern State those days, Odumegwu will tell you that because he's involved. The youths are involved because they know that what is at stake concerns them. Nigeria concerns them. Everything about Nigeria, nobody is greater Nigerian than another person. We're all Nigeria. But one thing I commend them is that for the way they have taken this matter, starting from after the election to the time the matter went to the tribunal and now going to Supreme, they've always reacted and responsibly and looking at it that they don't want violence. Nobody wants violence. Nobody wants chaos or anarchy.
We are just taking
we want the due process of the law to be followed.
Exactly.
We want the rule of law to take place. We want at the end of the day to achieve justice for Nigeria. That's why even everybody is saying, commending that people should go to the highest court of the land, Supreme Court, and let the court interpret our laws and interpret this judgment and come up with justice that can bring peace and equity.
We need
justice in Nigeria. That's what we are saying. Thank you.
So thank you guys. Thank you for watching today again. So I appreciate all. So please leave your comment as usual. We need your comment. We need your opinion. So we are doing it together. Not only we in the studio. So we are doing it together. Please, take your own part, by sharing it and like our video. Let them recommend it to another people. Don't let them flag it up again, because they have been flagging our page. They flagged it down, so we never recover it. They are saying we should bring some identity, we should bring all this, and we have submitted all, and they're still holding it. So we don't know what is going on. Anyway, God will intervene and make a peace in their life. So I know it is enemy doing, all this kind of jaga thing, atrocities, scamming things, it is enemy's hand. So God will cut it off. So I pray. So anyway, so please share our program. Like I said, thank you. I love you all. Have a wonderful week. Bye.